Hello, fellow Comp World Lit students. I'm here to share three, not two, three important tales that we learned this semester. But I will please ask for your attention and for you guys to stay with me.
Oh, won't you stay with me? 'Cause you're all I need.
Macbeth, a brave soldier of Scotland, has gotten great news from a trio of witches. He has been informed that his future will bring him great success and he will be crowned as king of Scotland. Lady Macbeth encourages him to murder the king during a feast they plan. Macbeth soon gets convinced and assassinates the king with a dagger. As he sneaks out, he hears the band downstairs playing.
I don't wanna be a murderer.
Guilty of his own action, the lady stumbles upon her husband, who soon tells her about his plan. She thinks he's crazy, so she storms out and goes to her room to cry it all out. Her iPod is turned on, and she can hear little music seeping out from her headphones.
Honey, don't feed it, it will come back.
She decides to kill Macbeth. She runs to tell him that she needs to talk to him and cuts his throat. Banquo looks for Macbeth and sees Lady. He asks her to dance while they wait for Macbeth, who is already dead. She insists that she can't, but is soon convinced. The next song is the last song that the band plays.
Give me love like her.
Banquo falls in love with Lady. He goes chasing after her to tell her how much he loves her. When suddenly, he sees the dead king. He calls for Lady. She comes and pretends not to know anything. Banquo insists to have her tell the truth. Lady tries to come up with an excuse. Banquo is starting to get suspicious.
I can't feel my face when I'm with you.
He comes up with the idea to kill Lady Macbeth. So he takes a dagger out of his back and assassinates Lady. Then, with much regret, kills himself.
In rural Montana, young Paul and his brother Norman are by the river getting ready to go fly fishing as they do on a normal day basis with their father. As years go by, grown up, Paul, a successful journalist, and Norman, a professor, both split apart due to distances. But one day, Norman comes back to visit his family from work, where the two brothers catch up in life and go fishing. Another day, the two brothers go to a dance festival, where Norman ends up meeting the girl of his dreams, Jessie. To celebrate Norman's love for her, Paul had planned to take the brothers to a bar for the celebration. However, during the car ride there, the radio plays.
Hey, brother, there's an endless road to rediscover.
And Paul changes his mind about taking them elsewhere. Instead, they treat themselves to dinner. The next morning, Norman is preparing breakfast, while his mother's CD player is playing, and Paul tries to show off his dance moves.
Now watch me whip.
After Paul's dancing and the fight, they forgive each other and head out to gamble and get drinks. They arrive at the ball and Paul heads to gamble and try to pay his debt. Norman sees Paul in trouble, so he takes him outside the bar. Norman hops in the car and tells Paul to leave to prevent him from getting into more fist fights and getting hurt. And as Paul ponders on this, Norman turns on the car engine and the song plays on the radio.
All the sacrifices I'm making will keep you by my side and keep you from walking out the door.
Ultimately, having Paul decide to join Norman on the ride home. And they ride home safely.
to work out of state, he asked Paul if he wanted to go fishing once more till they reunite again.
Meanwhile, Paul's father's outside singing. Having Paul decide not to go and take separate ways.
Norman goes fishing on his own, but while he tries to catch a big one, a wave catches him, and his life comes to a tragic end.
Okonkwo, a leader that has suffered from his father's failures, is taking care of a young boy from another clan. To show his power, he decides to kill the young boy. As he's about to kill him,
My universe will never be the same. I'm glad you came.
he realizes he actually has affection towards him now. The young boy realizes that Okonkwo was close on killing him if it wasn't because of the song. The young boy now holds a grudge towards Okonkwo. A few days later, Okonkwo and the young boy go to celebrate the death of one of the elderly villagers. Okonkwo was about to get a gun, and the young boy started to convince Okonkwo to go with him to celebrate on their own. At first, Okonkwo doesn't want to go with the young boy, but after listening to the villagers sing a song that convinces Okonkwo, he decides to go.
I don't wanna stay around here no more. I don't wanna stay here.
The young boy takes Okonkwo to view a stunning sea of mountains, where the young boy is planning to kill Okonkwo. Right when the young boy is about to push Okonkwo off the balcony, the young boy hears a whistling from afar, which makes him not want to push him off the balcony. A few hours later, a messenger comes up to Okonkwo and tells him the young boy turns out to be his son. At first, Okonkwo is very angry at the news. He then goes to his room to think about it, and he overhears his wife while cooking yams, listening to the music channel.
It's alright to cry, even my dad does sometimes.
He starts crying, and the young boy comes in, and they realize that they really have love towards each other. They hug, and they cry. The end.